welcome back to the Stormcallers. It has been another little while since the last long while. The first thing we are gonna sort of jump into is we actually missed someone out last week, Mel. So what we are going to do is I can't remember what the fucking question was. Oh yeah, what is a theory or a suspicion or a sort of law-orientated idea that's rolling around Zephyr's head that she hasn't quite figured out yet? So what's like a thing that she's sort of pondering on in terms of law? If she's here. I can see she's here.
Or she's muted in Discord.
Yeah. Huh.
I was hoping she'd come back if I said that. Like she didn't know she was muted. She's gone. We've lost her.
We have lost her, yeah. Never mind her. Ignore that. Instead, we open with a twinkling starlight as you open your eyes, light revealing itself even in this vast cavern that now sprawls out beneath you. Persephone. At first, you don't quite realize that what's happened. Only the feeling of something clutching your shoulders and the ground leaving you. As stone slips away from your boots, and the world tilts ever so slightly before, out of this darkness which enveloped all of you, you are now wind whistling through your hair, suspended hundreds and hundreds of feet across a vast cavern, being carried by a scavren, a giant bay bat. What would you like to do?
Panic. I don't know. I think instantly she'd probably freak out. She'd sort of like, oh god, what the fuck? What the what? And then she'll like put her hands where her shoulders are and feel sort of the bat's sort of claws, and then look up very slowly, and then go, "Hi, what's happening?" And she's talking to the bat because she still has speak with animals active. She's not talking to the drow. Is this because I shot at you, friend? Oh no, I shot at you. No! He's rolling, I'm scared.
You sort of look up and you watch as its head moves to look at you, and then just continues looking in the destination. I would say at this point you are a number of feet that I haven't worked out.
2 feet. Yes.
You are about 120 feet away from the cliff edge, and it is increasing with every passing second. You can see all around you the sort of light in the distance that is slowly growing smaller and smaller, where you know a collection of goblins had huddled themselves. And as you sort of turn that way, you can see 2 more dark shapes sort of cross through the light and then cross through again. And you are being carried away. And you can see the sides of this cavern. It is just flying, gliding along. You can see small little paths leading this way and that. A portion of stone bridges and caves that are carved into the sides of the rock. And you can see the path that the goblins had come from, sort of leading upwards. And you would guess maybe they went to try and go exploring above world into the city of the mountain. But the bat does not want to talk to you.
Okay. In that case, she's gonna just put her hand on the bat's little foot. I don't know. And she's just gonna like scratch it gently and not just be like, it's okay. I know you're just doing what you're told. And then she's gonna she's gonna speak up a little bit louder and go, "Excuse me, pretty boy. Are you taking me because I'm a pretty girl, or are you mad at me?"
Make me a persuasion check.
+3. Oh, it's fine. Don't fuck me, dice. Gone. 16. It's not good, but it's not bad. I hope.
I think a 16's quite high. But we'll have to find out what he says after we move back to the other group, as this cloud of darkness.
Oh yeah, you guys have no idea.
Is still entombing you all. You do, however, hear the sort of scrape of boots, the soft movement of almost leather and fur. Some
like they would have
clinking
heard
metal,
me.
and then Persephone,
My panic. Oh fuck! Shit!
panicking, screaming, before she is lifted off.
Is the darkness covering me on the platform as well?
No, that is a good point, actually. Can you make me a perception check from your place on the platform?
I can.
And if we can have Zephyr, now that she's back, can you roll me a d6? And you want anything but a 1. This is a luck check.
19 for my perception.
Oh, girly.
Okay.
Sorry, anything but a 1?
You want anything but a 1.
Yeah, I did that last session. Don't do that.
So this is considered a luck check. 2 to 3,
I got a 4.
sort of a success. Okay. 4 to 5 is an actual success. So 2 to 3 is partial. 4 to 5 is lucky, and 6 is unbelievably lucky.
Oh my god,
Nim,
guys.
as you sort of balance yourself on this chain-linked platform that slowly, every time you are cranking it, being moved towards the sort of outcrop that the goblins are standing on, the first thing you see is you actually catch in all the different firelight being cast off. You can see one of the Scavren as they're sort of banking to come back towards the goblins. It's so hard to tell what is the silhouette and what is the back of the cavern walls. But as you're sort of balancing, you sort of move your head and you can see this thing sort of gliding. The other thing you see is behind it, on the opposite side of where the dome of Glimmerkiltan is, and you guys are right on the edge of where this sort of netting of thorns and vines encloses the space. You can see all the different bridges that begin to become more sparse and lead off in all the different directions to explore the caverns beyond. And being led, you can sort of see it. There is a small green figure, and I'd say the reason you can tell who it is the glint of metal. There's like a yellow glint coming off their torches that they're holding of his boots. And he's about 3 foot tall. And wandering ever so slightly behind him, as that flickering torchlight, you sort of peer that way, is the distance makes it hard to tell, but there is a flash of blue.
I was gonna say of blue? Of blue?
It's
And the most
yes!
important thing for you to realize in this moment is that where you see a now dangling figure of purple being carried off is about 60 feet away from where Zephyr is right now.
Oh my god. She immediately screams, Zephyr! Zephyr! And like is pointing at Persephone and is like just
waving.
screaming. Like
Okay.
Zephyr's trying to get her attention.
Zephyr, I'm not gonna ask you. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to sort of figure out if you can see the Scavren, because usually they are silent and stealthy, and the shadows cling to them. They don't when a giant screaming dangling thing is being held in its claws. So you can see Persephone. She is about 60 feet from where you are, midair. What would you like to do as you can see her?
Well, immediately, like, kind of, she doesn't need to jump to activate flight or anything, but like, she goes for it.
Okay.
Tony Stark
What's your
style.
flying speed?
That's a good question. My follow-up question first is, was there a rest at any point in the last session?
No.
Nope.
In which
No.
case, Zephyr cannot fly, because Zephyr used her flight in the session before that.
Then nope, no flying. We did not rest. We are dumb.
Oh no.
We are big dumb poopy pants. But also, this was not meant to be a fight. I am big dum dum poopy pants.
Wait, she's 60 feet. Okay, wait. Let me
She's
see.
60.
Do not shoot him. Do not shoot. Do not shoot
I'm
him.
not gonna shoot the bat.
Do not kill me.
Especially if Zephyr can't fly at the moment. Let me one sec. Wait. It's like, what do I have still like able
I
to
don't know.
use? Not a lot. Zephyr will like immediately just like be like, and then without like doing anything else, just use his moment to think. Because she's panicking so much, and yeah, that's like the immediate thing she does. And then she's like looking around, not able to fly, because she already used up her one use of fly for the day.
Oh, pardon me.
You said 60 feet. I don't even have anything that I could like try to that could like cross that distance to do anything. Yeah, I think she'd use like moment to think to try and give herself more time.
Yeah.
Like, like work out a plan, and then
I
it would
will
end.
say, if this helps you and you want to retcon
Mhm.
anything, having access to a spell via your circlet, you can use spell slots instead of using the circlet charge. Because what that means is you have one free use of it per
Oh,
and then
I
you can
see.
spend spell points.
I see. Okay, then in that case, she would still cast moment to think, just because I think she'd panic first, and then she'd be like, "Oh, duh, I can fly," and then would like basically kind of jump, even though she doesn't need to, up into the air, and then kind of kick her heels and fly after. But then because she used moment to think, her fly speed is good question. Fly speed of 60 feet, and moment to think grants her how I forget exactly how much time. It's like just gives you one additional action to move around in your space while no time passes for other creatures. So what, like 6 seconds?
Okay, so in that pause, as everything stops, even they don't flap their wings, but even the movement of the giant bat, and Persephone sort of stuck midair, screaming, probably.
How dare you! I was trying to talk to the pretty boy.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
I was no longer screaming.
In those 6 seconds, you are able to cross the distance because you're 60 feet away.
But
And
he's like, how hard do I look at him tapping his fingers together like a villain.
So you still have your.
Oh, I just remembered something really awful that that's never come up really until this exact moment.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure when I gave you like my list of things in Zephyr's backstory, that one of the things on that sheet is that Zephyr's scared of bats.
Oh no.
I feel, why do I think that is a thing? Because I am
sounds
scared of
familiar.
bats. Yeah.
I
And I
think
remember
Zephyr,
being
I'm
like,
pretty sure, because it's so long since I sent it, that Zephyr has a fear of bats.
I think it came up when we were in the vampire castle
I was just
place.
about
Yeah.
to say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember something about that.
So I think
But
Zephyr
these
would,
don't look like
no,
proper bats, right? They're clearly not bats.
but it's a big bat. It's even worse.
They are massive bats.
Like,
They're
I
huge
tried.
bats, dude.
like if you said to me, "Oh, you have a fear of spiders," but Aragog from Harry Potter is not a spider, I'm like, I beg to differ.
Yeah.
She's got a point, bro.
Like Shelob, still spider. Like I don't care.
Just worse.
Yeah. So I think she panics because Persephone is like in danger, and then as she gets closer to the bat, she's like, "Fuck, that's a bat."
I feel like I don't know if you're as perceptive, but Seth is no longer screaming. She's just trying to chat. So she's not scared.
What I was going to say is you still have a utilize action, or a search, or whatever one, and you still have your actual action as well.
Yeah.
Because casting moment to because fly is
The action.
fly is the
Like, because moment to think is a bonus.
I would say, yeah, you still have a utilize action. So I
Yeah.
would say whatever sort of free, not free, whatever utilize action you want to do, you still have that ability for sure. You used all of your movement, your action, your bonus action, and then you have that extra sort of thing.
And crying is a free action still, right? Yeah. Panic.
Crying is a free action.
Right. Yeah. She like, I think she was originally gonna like try and rescue Persephone, and I think having noticed what it is, she instead like gets to Persephone, and then instead of kind of trying to grab Persephone and pull her away, she panics from the bat and then grabs onto Persephone and then kind of forgets to fly. So Zephyr is now holding on to Persephone for dear life, terrified of the thing that is carrying Persephone.
As she sort of grabs onto her, Seth is gonna go, "Pretty boy, meet pretty girl."
Amazing.
Zephyr is now screaming. It's no longer Persephone, it's Zephyr.
Honestly,
is
I was
very
chilling.
confused.
I'm fine. Seth's just, I'm
There is-
chill. I was just trying to talk to pretty boy.
What about this?
Seth
Okay.
not knowing that you're scared
You
of bats
can-
is just
you
like,
still
going
you
on?
can still interact with an object because Zephyr doesn't.
No, she's
Seth doesn't.
shaking, like attached to Persephone. Like that is her action.
She's too
It
scared.
is, yeah.
Okay.
Like no one cast like frightened or whatever, but she is frightened.
Okay. We're gonna let me see if I still have it, or we're just gonna start again. This is the wrong book. That's why I can't find anything.
This is from my other campaign.
Literally.
Yep. Do you not color code your books?
No, because they all look different.
There's no,
And you
there's no, there's no Fey red light district here. What is this?
That's so true. We're just gonna start again. Can everyone roll a loose initiative for me, please?
I'm pretty sure I wrote down my one from last time. It was
I
not
don't
high.
remember. Just roll it again, bitch.
Okay.
No.
I will ignore the one that I wrote down last time.
I got a dirty 20. That's fun.
Ah, I got a 1. So for a total of 3.
I got a 13, but can I roll at disadvantage, please?
If you want to.
Bad.
What the fuck?
It's what she'd do.
She's scared. I get it. I get it. I get why you're doing
I
it.
mean, yeah, if you want to.
Zephyr's scared.
That's
She's like, I'm useless.
That's a 7.
And it's still higher than mine. You roll at disadvantage and still beat me.
You can just chalk it down to Seth was distracted by the bat.
Oh yeah, the bat. Not the pretty boy.
I think it would get under her skin that the bat didn't respond.
No, the way that she's thinking about it, the bat looked to her and then continued to go the direction that it was going in. So she's thinking, oh, he's just following orders. It's not that he doesn't like me. He's just doing what he's told. He's a good boy. So she was before Zeph came over. She was like petting his little foot. Like, oh, you're a good boy. He's scratching his little foot. Like, oh, you're just doing what you're told. She never blames animals. She loves them.
We're gonna find Seth just curled up with an elbow cub at some point in this campaign.
I wanted her to be like, I knew she wouldn't be able to reach because of the way it's clawed into like her shoulders, but I wanted her to like reach up and start scratching its chin. But I knew she wouldn't be able to reach. So I was like, we'll settle with the foot scritches. Screech, screech, screech.
Stephanie pulls out one of those like really like those telescopic back scratchers. Just
Yeah.
to scratch the.
Perfect. Screech, 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 screech.
Add that to my little invention list.
Oh, please, so I can scratch bats.
I was looking up how the infusions work, like if I could drop one and do it like during an action, but I can't because it's an hour. I have one called Bird's Eye Bolt, which would have been really cool to use.
Okay, Nim, what is your total initiative?
20. It was a dirty 20.
Fair enough. Keenan?
Filthy, disgusting.
I also rolled a 1 for a total of 5.
Why do you have a +4? Not fair. Also, we both rolled ones. Twins. Pew, pew.
Yep.
Honestly, your character. 3. I too rolled a 1. I just want the bat to love me.
I just wanted to love me.
I also kind of want to know what this guy wants with me, so I'm not fighting them. I'm like, hey, yo, let's chill, but not like Netflix and chill kind of chill. Just chill.
Wants
You
to
know,
do an
just-
autopsy on you to find out what you are.
Let's go. I'm curious too. Do I have organs? Let's find out.
Zephyr, what was yours?
7. After the second roll.
And Kalanthar.
10.
We all rolled so low.
We did! But
Yeah.
in a way, that's good because we're together then in the initiative.
Nim is the only one that rolled high.
Yep.
Carrie as Nim.
And Nim is basically just there like, I don't know what the fuck to do in this situation. Like, I can't reach Seth, so I'm just gonna do this goblin shit.
You're like stuck between a rock and a hump. You're on like a platform between two places.
I am.
You're
Yes. I think she has an idea of what she's gonna try and do. I don't think it'll work for her, but
I believe in you. We trust in Nim.
whether that is a smart
Shut up.
decision.
Okay, so
Because
we left off with Zephyr. So it is Keenan's turn.
Oh, fuck.
It is your turn. So yes, as this because he's moved away, as this darkness fades, Persephone is no longer there. You have a feeling you know where as Nim shouts points. What would you like to do?
How far are they away? Nim and the Drow Rider? Not Nim, Persephone.
So
with
Persephone,
Zeph.
Zephyr, and the Drow are 120 feet away from you.
Okay. Keenan then will
Ish.
just scream in frustration because very limited in what he can do, and will
Sorry.
just cast message to Persephone,
Mm-hmm.
and very kind of like briefly, will come for you, and that's it.
Can I respond?
Yeah, you can
On
reply
your
to this
turn,
message.
You can, yeah. It's on your turn. You can reply to
Okay.
this message. I love that. I love that they included it
Classic.
in Mighty Nine as well.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yes, she can on her turn. Anything else?
That's it.
Pretty sure my turn would be next, right?
Cool. Persephone, it's your turn.
Seth is gonna, not knowing how this is gonna go, she's gonna do the classic. She's gonna be like, that's kinky. And then she'll say, I mean, you did say you were gonna come for me. So
Yeah.
her initial response is, "Ha, Keenan, that's
Wow.
kinky."
Yeah.
And then he's rubbing off on her. What can I say? Again, no.
I hope not.
And then she'll
Um,
go, "Hey, is my husband?" No. And then she's gonna say, "I have letters for all of you."
Oh God.
You know, just in case. And then she'll be like, "I love you," and it'll be like this cheery little voice, just "I love you," and that'll be all she says.
Yeah,
Because she
Keenan,
doesn't know
you
how this
get-
is gonna go.
You get the message, but you can tell it's almost like static on a radio. It is at the edge of your reach.
Yeah.
Essentially. So after this, she is out of your range, essentially, just to make things more traumatic. Anything else on your turn, Persephone? Because you haven't done an action. Or bonus action.
She's not trying to fight it or anything. In
You can
fact,
try and break the grapple if you want, and hope that
And
Zephyr
fall?
can hold you.
no, because she is
How-
curious about what it wants.
How does she feel
he
about
picked her
Zephyr
up.
still holding on to her?
Yeah.
She's chill. She's like, okay, all right, let's. She'll probably look down at you and be like, we'll ride this out together, I guess. But also, I'm not afraid. I was trying to talk to Pretty Boy, and she like gestures up and be like, I don't know if you saw the drow, sitting on top. And then she'll do something dumb because she hit the bat. I don't know for how much damage, but last session she hit the bat with Starry Wisp. And she's gonna cure wounds it because she feels bad. She's gonna just give it a little, because she's been scratching its little foot and its hand, and she's just gonna do a little cure wounds onto the bat. Just a level 1 cure wounds, so nothing fancy.
This is where we find out that the bat's takes
damage.
It takes damage from healing. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you how much I heal it for. Not that that's important, but it feels important for. Oh, hold on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then
13.
she will say 13. All the while she is still scratching its foot, trying to rub its foot to be like, it's okay, hold your cute little bat. And she's gonna say, you didn't answer me, pretty boy. What do you want? And then that'll be her turn, because I don't want to hurt it. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay.
I'm just laughing at Keenan's thing. Disturbance in the force, man. Oh no, it's Pretty Boy neck.
For the 6 other riders that are going to come out the top of the cavern.
I really hope not.
And pry Zephyr off of her. Be like, goodbye. I think Zephyr would have a heart attack if a bat carried her off. I feel like Seth is her emotional support animal right now.
Zephyr's her emotional and physical support right now. Zephyr is no longer in flight.
Oh, you're clinging onto me literally for dear life. I'm so glad I did not let go. I'm so glad that I didn't be like, hey yo, catch me, Zephyr. We both would have just died.
Okay, Nim. I do believe it is your turn.
Awesome. Is the bat thing heading away from me towards me up on this thing?
Oh, the other ones? That's a good question. They have definitely noticed you. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe they just want to be busy mates.
Yeah. I'm like interesting. I can't remember. Is there a way the controls for the platform I'm on are not on the platform, are they?
Yes, there is a set of controls on the platform itself, so it can be operated.
Oh, okay.
By a person.
Amazing. Then that is Nim's focus now. She's like seeing the chaos unfolding in the air, and she's a bit like, I'm not very good at heights, let alone flying, so gonna focus on saving these goblins and hope that everybody else got this. Yeah, she's like getting a little bit dizzy, like looking up at all of it going down. So yeah, she's gonna, I think, because I've got 10 minutes of peerless athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna basically, as fast as she can, like move this platform over towards the goblins in case she can't reach all the way and she needs to like jump extra and stuff like that. So she's thinking, gotta do this before all of my energy runs out.
Okay. Let me find my notes. Yes. So it's an action to use the winch, which moves you 20 feet closer to the outcrop, and you are currently 80 feet away.
Okay, so I will do that as my action then, and let me just see if there's any. Do I want to do anything with my bonus action? You said the bat that's got Persephone is 60 feet from me, or is it 120? I can't
So it's
remember.
120 feet from Keenan, which means that at the moment, before you do the winching, it would be 100 feet away from you.
Okay. Then, never mind. That plan is out of the window. That's too far away. I think... Yeah, she's just gonna use the winch. She doesn't really have anything to help in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You sort of crank the winch and the chains begin to rustle and move, and as you're moving yourself along, that platform sways a little bit, but is making its way. In the distance, you can see those goblins are huddling tighter and tighter. Calenthar, it is your turn. I believe
Right.
you are awake. You're just very...
Yeah, I got
very hurt.
brought back up. Whereabouts am I in relation to everything that's going on at the minute? Because
So you
last I
and
remember,
Keenan...
there was a wall in front of us that got
Yeah.
stabbed.
So you and Keenan are at the edge of the path that the platform connected to, and then Nim's moved it now. So the platform's now 40 feet off away from the edge with her on it. It then had a little path down that you guys came up, and that's where Persephone had thrown up that wall, and then obviously the whole fight went on, and then she's gone.
Okay.
There is a winch next to you as well. So if you want to use your action, you will move Nim. Or if you want to, I don't know, attack the other drow, then you can do that. Or if you have something to save the two floaty ladies, then you can do that as well.
Right. One thing I wanted to ask before I did anything. The horn that I got from the Tinkerers, is that a one-time thing and I'll never be able to use it again? Or is it just I call and they might answer?
It's, it is a, at the moment it is a one-time thing. They would not, they've only just given it to you. And they said
I figured it might be
the thing
something.
they're working on is not ready yet.
Okay. In that case, could I instruct the Steel Defender to go to the winch next to me and start moving that?
Yes, absolutely.
Would that be my action, or is that its own action doing that? I don't know if
That's
commanding
an excellent question.
Because it doesn't actually say. It just says I can talk to it. It has its own actions and reactions and bonus actions, so I'd assume it takes its own thing.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'd assume it would fall under utilize.
It would be your bonus action to command it to do something else.
Okay.
Otherwise, it just dodges.
Okay. Right. So that's my bonus action then.
Yep.
Can I see the other drow from where I am, or is it like
roll me a perception check?
donkeys away?
Oh, which one?
The one that's closer to us, not the one that's carrying stuff.
Good question. Okay.
Because you said there was one above us, didn't you? Yeah. Perception. Oh, that's a low roll. That's a 9.
Not as far as you can tell. You can tell that Nim is looking at something, but you can't tell where. You can tell the general direction.
Could I attempt to random shot in the dark at disadvantage, maybe?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's there for. Yeah, because you know the rough. I would say because Nim can see them, you know the rough direct. Otherwise, it'd be like no. Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. You know a rough direction.
In that case, I'll take out my arrow, but it'll be one of the ones I imbue with light, just because for funsies.
Yes.
And I will fire at disadvantage at the one that I think is in a general direction. Nope, I hit it.
Okay. Yeah. Roll with disadvantage. Let me look.
First one's a 27, and the second one's a
uh,
22.
Interesting.
There's a 22 hit.
Yeah. My question to you is,
It's gonna be I just take out some random goblin that's
no,
like...
when Kalanthar started making these weapons, what was on his mind when he made the light arrow?
So the light arrow is just like his magical infusion thing. So like he touches it and then it makes it
I know,
light
but
up.
why? If you
It's
think
mainly
about like,
just for a tracking. It was mainly a tracking thing initially, so he could track stuff in the dark because he doesn't have dark vision himself. So it's a way to keep track of things. That's the main purpose.
make me a. Maybe another luck check.
Yay, D6.
Roll me a d6.
That's a 3. That's better than last time.
So you don't get any bonus damage.
Mhm.
Which is why I might have been thinking about.
Mhm.
But as you grab the arrow, begin to pull it back, and you can see those runes that you've prepared beforehand.
Mhm.
Just because I like the idea that rather than you infusing it in the moment, it's just something that you've been.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
working
he has like a bunch of them in there. Yeah.
Your mind casts back to things you've been thinking about recently and dwelling upon, and one of those things being a sunny meadow with flowers and long grass, walking with Barabbas, and seeing her in the distance, sort of twirling in the sunlight, catching her hair. And as you loose that arrow, go ahead and roll damage for me.
It was 9.
9. The rest of you that are still there, you watch as this arrow leaves his bow, and as it takes flight, it trails this beautiful light, almost like a radiance in that darkness. And all of you, your heart stops for a minute, just hoping that the warrior of Draumir that you were told of Callan and the person you'd come to know was a little bit closer than they had been. And as you watch that arrow strike into the darkness and find purchase, the figure of this creature with a wingspan easily over 20 feet long, and atop it you can see dark obsidian armor, the helm, the plumed figure of purple feathers. Not only have you struck this hunter, but he is now visible to everyone and no longer enacts disadvantage on anyone's attack.
Nice.
You can see that he is about 40 feet away from Nim and heading in her direction does. That arrow finds purchase. I will even go as far as to say that you'd been looking so intently for any shift, and rather than aiming for where the shift in the light was, you aimed slightly above it, and you catch this drow in the shoulder, and you watch as his hand is thrown back, and he sort of, his body becomes a little bit more limp as he recovers from being hit with this bright shaft of light, and you can see he physically moves his head away from it. He will have disadvantage on his attacks. And not only did you miss the bat, you hit the drow that is astride him. Cool. Anything else?
That's my bonus action in action, so I don't think there's anything else I can do. Can I shout over to Nim and give her a heads up as that arrow connects? Just go, "There's one up this here."
Yeah, I mean, it's the one she was looking at, and you have just outlined this form in that shadow. For all of you, you can see that it's not. The reason they're so hard to find is there's like this aura, ever so slightly, of like a black outline around the bats themselves. And it seems to, as they fly, there's like a soft trail of night that follows them. And you realize that the bats themselves give the drow pass without a trace.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're so hard to find. Aside from that, a fucking immense round. It's my turn.
Whoop, whoop.
He swoops down.
I mean, oh no, this could go poorly.
So the hunter's gonna use his bonus action to command the bat to turn towards Calenthar.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna fly, because they're 40, that's 80. They're gonna fly 60 feet. So they're about 20 feet away from you. And as it banks to turn, because you can see this in full light, at disadvantage, he is going to try and ping an arrow in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you see as he sort of, because you are an archer yourself, as he moves his hand back to grab the arrows, you can see he's knocked two of them together.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12 for the first one.
Misses.
And a dirty 20 for the second.
Right. Can I activate my spell rock tattoo as a reaction if it's shield or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Because shield is technically a reation, isn't it? But I don't know whether it's different with spell rock.
No idea. I'm saying sure, and I'm the DM.
Cool.
So...
I probably go as far as like, as the arrow like connects, you see it like hit his breastplate, and then it starts to shimmer, and it just like dissolves it as it hits him.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool. I like
Nice,
that.
nice.
Yeah, just soft. There's like soft wood chippings that hit the floor, and then like an actual iron head arrow that sort of clinks. And you can see that as it hits that sort of ashen wood, there's a like a magenta violet color to the metal, and that it's been dipped in something. In fact, make me a survival check.
Oh. Is it the same poison that he tried to off the other one tried to off me with?
I would say that you yes, you know that it's the same poison. I was going to say if you got anything above a 15, 14, somewhere around there, then you would know where it comes from. But yeah, that is the end of your turn, unless you have anything else. Oh no, it's my turn. Haha. Okay, cool. That's him. Nim.
Yes.
Let me just check. What is your AC at the moment?
Currently it is 20.
20? Good heavens.
Yes.
Okay, that is a 21.
Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Why do I not have my shield equipped?
I don't know.
I should have my shield equipped. Hang on.
Let's have a look. Yeah,
Oh, it is. Yeah, I do.
You do.
I do. It's because I have two shields. I have my old shitty shield and my new one. Okay, cool. It's still 20, and yes, 21 will hit me, obviously. What?
Can
What
you make me
kind
a
of damage?
Constitution saving throw as you are caught in the leg by one of the arrows?
That is what I hoped you wouldn't say. That's a 9, so I'd be taking some poison damage.
Okay, so that's 5 points of piercing damage, and you are now poisoned. And how much did you roll?
Sorry, my con save.
Yeah.
9. Oh, I rolled a 7, but I got a +2.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yes, you
Sorry,
are
it was
poisoned.
5 piercing damage and.
Oh.
How much poison damage? Or do I not take?
You don't take any poison damage, but you are poisoned.
I am poisoned. Okay.
Which
That's
you can look up
fine.
in conditions.
Perfect. Which is not the same as disease, which I am now immune to. I wish it was.
No.
Okay.
Okay. That's him. The other one is also going to go for you. And both miss. So yeah, you feel out of the gloom as this one covered in this beautifully bright light sort of banks around, fires those arrows off at Calenthar. You sort of turn your head, and as you turn back, you watch as 3 arrows like thud in the ground next to you, and then one hits you into the leg. From that, you are gauging that there are currently 3 hunters, and then the one that took Persephone, because no other arrows sort of hit anyone else. Zephyr, what would you like to do?
Zephyr would like to do many things. Whether she can is a different.
Zephyr would like to shake in fear.
Yeah, I think like having seen like all these things and just things flying past them and also having seen Persephone fucking use healing word or whatever on this bat.
Your wound.
She's just like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please stop. And so she's holding on to Persephone kind of quite tightly, and she just goes, whatever you do, don't let go. I'm not flying anymore. Which is probably obvious because Persephone's now holding Zephyr's weight.
She's like, oh fuck, that bitch heavy. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, how do we get out of this? How do we and then I'm going to do something amusing only to me right now. Gonna roll a dice and see what happens.
Yeah, let's go.
I can do this too.
With can do, sorry.
That was immediately what came in my head as well.
Great man.
Right, where's my spell list? Right. I guess that's gust of wind then.
Oh god.
Zephyr is going to be like panicking, and with each kind of hyperventilate, with each breath as she hyperventilates, the air like leaving her body is just going to like increase in terms of force. Like she's still holding on, but she manages to like pull like a hand away, and just kind of aim haphazardly like above her towards this bat, I guess. And is going to use gust of wind, which a line of strong wind 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you in a direction you choose for the duration. Each creature in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you in a direction following the line. A creature that ends its turn in the line must make the same save. It's
Where are you
just
aiming this?
above
me?
us. Oh, at the bat.
Oh fucking hell. We're gonna die.
Yeah. It doesn't do damage. It's not a damage spell. It's a moving away spell. It's yeah.
It's just gonna take me with it. It's just gonna it's gonna get thrown back, but I'm still being held.
Well, Zephyr's still holding on to you.
Well, I'm not
Oh,
holding on to
no.
the bat. The bat's
Oh,
holding
no,
on to me.
Oh no, like oh no. I don't like that
because
look.
of what it's because of what I rolled, and in
Oh,
my
no.
head I'm thinking about. I need Zephyr, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh no. Look, it's not my fault that Zephyr's terrified of bats. I had no idea when I wrote this that this was gonna happen. Dexterity save. Okay. What's a 7?
Can't believe this. Only because of the physics involved. In that you are throwing a vast gust of wind underneath the wings of a bat, which means that it's going to lift very rapidly upwards. Which is exactly what happens as she's hyperventilating, sort of turns up, and that gust of wind moves upwards. You watch as the membrane wings of this bat become taut and rigid, filled with all of that air, and it begins to sort of glide and rise upwards. As that happens, that vast movement change, it is still holding on to Persephone. There is something in the DMG which is someone can choose to fail a save if they so wish, which is what this bat does. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
But it is going to choose to fail the save to rapidly increase that movement. As Zephyr, your grip is wrenched from Persephone, and you are adrift as you begin to fall.
Imagine as Zephyr Free Falls Only Time by Enya starts playing, as she falls backwards.
You still have a bonus action. You can't move, well, you are moving, but you can't use any movement.
I don't even know if what can Zephyr do? What will Zephyr do?
I imagine scream.
I think all the air is like left her lungs at this point. It's like that. It's like that scene in The Simpsons where they're falling down and they go, ah!
Can I ask you a question sort of like above table?
Yes.
I suppose she's not really provoking an attack of opportunity, is she? because I have that reaction where I can use a spell instead of an attack for a reaction. And I was going to ask if maybe I could do that when I see her fall, but she's not provoking an attack of opportunity, is she?
What is the spell you're thinking of?
It wasn't going to be anything dramatic or fancy. I was just going to, in panic, she's just going to throw another heal down at her to hope that maybe that can sponge. If she does hit the ground, if maybe she can heal her. Because I don't know if she's down any hit points. I don't know if she's hurt.
It's okay,
So
Zephyr's
she would
not
just
gonna Gwen
throw a heal.
Stacy.
Yeah, but
how far
Steph
from
doesn't know that.
How
Steph
far
would
from
just see you falling.
the
I just
how
don't know
far
if
is
that's something I can do.
how far is the drop to the ground?
You don't know.
Okay.
The Baldur's Gate
How far
videos.
from like when they were flying initially, like when Zephyr flew up to catch this bat, how far did she have to go up? Like in that initial moment, like not
Not very far. I'd say maybe only
Okay.
like 20 feet up, because it was 60 feet across. So you kind
Yeah.
of went at an incline.
Okay. Interesting. Zephyr is going to use Misty Step. As a bonus action. Can she?
Cast 2 spells in the same
Oh,
turn.
fuck. That's true.
How fast is she falling? Will she hit the ground before her next turn?
So you. That's actually a really good question.
I hate you.
That's fine.
I'm too far away to spare the dying. I'm too high up.
It's fine. No.
Okay.
Can't use that.
You are going to. Apparently, it's 500 feet per turn.
500 feet per turn. Okay.
500 feet per turn is 1d6 per 10 feet falling, and the max is 20d6. So you would reach the max if you fall. But I would say, because it's meant to be at the end of your turn, so you still have this moment to try and do something.
I can't use a spell.
You can't use a spell.
So is she going to hit the ground at the end of her turn?
That
Okay.
remains to be seen.
Question. Does tempestuous magic count as the use of a spell?
In what context?
Because Zephyr just used a spell, but tempestuous magic. I don't know how much this would help. Like, I can't use another spell, but tempestuous magic isn't a spell. It's an ability, yes.
What does it do?
As a bonus action, you can cause gusts of air to surround you before or after you cast a spell of first level or higher that allows you to fly up to 10 feet without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yes, it does. I was waiting.
I don't know how much this would help at all.
It will stop you from falling for this turn.
Yes, let's go with that then. And Zephyr's just
How I see it is, you will have a burst of flight, and then it will end, and you will begin to fall.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. Yeah. You, as that air sort of leaves
just no control over which direction, so feel free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you do. You do have control.
I feel like she just screamed.
Oh,
well,
you're just saying she doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, like she just gasped her lungs out, like got through all this force at a bat, got thrown away from Persephone, basically falling, I don't think she is logically thinking enough to have used the spell like in her mind. Like I think it just like activated basically. She just
Yeah, no, that's fine. Persephone, you see this as she begins to fall. That all of that breath having left her lungs, she inhales, and that inhale, as she regains her breath, seems to lift her ever so slightly. You know that fall will begin again. I'm gonna say, Zephyr, this opens up a very interesting thing for me. Because I'm going to leave it down to your choice. Because the next turn, you will obviously begin to fall at the end of your turn. So you would be able to cast Fly.
Yeah.
My question to you is two parts. Would she be calm enough to do that because it requires concentration? And the second part is, and if you agree to this, the consequences are either good or bad.
Oh no.
God.
Do you want to find out what happens if she can't?
I think it is very much dependent on how much, like, she in this moment, because you've said, does not know how much she has to fall. So if it's like a big drop still, I think she could have. No, I'm just saying. I think if it was a big drop, she could have enough time to calm herself. But if the drop is like less than 100 feet, I don't think she will have the time. Like, I don't believe that she will have had enough like moments to do like to calm herself enough to be able to actively cast Fly.
Is that consequence we were talking about before the session?
Wait, going back to Fly. However, I don't. Yeah, like if it's less than 100 feet, she won't be able to concentrate, like to calm herself down enough to concentrate. However, and I would be very interested to see what happens. But I am bringing up the fact that she still has Misty Step.
I want you to make me a. What would this even be? Oh, you guys give me such. Ugh. I want you to make me a survival check because it technically is a natural hazard if you were to fall off a cliff. So make me a survival check.
A survival check. Oh no.
A survival check.
Interesting. Wait, survival. I don't think she even has good survival. I don't even know what it is. Oh, she never has to use it. That's a 17.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah. Okay. Because you can't see the bottom, I can't tell you the exact depth. You've seen the not architecture, but the natural architecture of all of these caverns in some way already because of Glimmerkiltan and exploring and things like that. I can tell you it's more than 500 feet, so she would fall a turn before hitting the ground, or more. It's pretty deep. It's pretty deep.
I think she. Oh man, I don't know. like obviously I don't want her to die, but like I feel like she's panicking enough that she's not able to concentrate. Is my gut feeling.
Okay. Good to know. Keenan, what would you like to do?
Keenan is going to take a breath, assess the situation. Can't do anything for Persephone. Can't do anything for Zephyr. Looks across at Nim. Nim's able to move the platform. Realizes their best bet is Callan, who is good at distance, which Keenan is not. So he's going to decide to take out this glowing drow that's 20 feet away from them. And dagger.
Amazing,
Nice.
yeah. You just ping them off.
With advantage, right?
With advantage.
Because he's glowing.
Because he's glowing. It's almost like fairy fire, just only him.
Does a 17 hit him?
Yes, yeah, it does. Yeah.
Fabulous. I'll do that first.
I will go as far as to say that the flight. Obviously, this is all magical and things like that, and some giant bats wouldn't be able to fly. But the necessity for glided flight, especially, requires a lighter load for them to carry, and they're very much able to carry more than 3 people, but it helps. So you would guess maybe they don't wear heavy armor.
Fabulous. Okay, so he takes 7 points of dagger damage and 4 points of sneak attack damage on the first dagger.
He's a rogue.
And then, the second one hits with a day 21. And that is a 4 points of dagger damage. These are my throwing knives, so I'm down to 2, just for your information.
Cool, good to know. Anything else on your turn? As those do connect, like one hits him right in his upper thigh area as he's astride this beast, and the other one sort of catches him across the face. It cuts into part of his helm.
I think Keenan will use movement to kind of protect Callan. So kind of stand between them or over him, just in a position that kind of offers us some additional protection.
Cool. Yep, that's no worries.
I think as you step back, you just as you step into Callum's presence, he's just gonna go, "That was a really good throw."
Yeah, you saw him on the ship practicing throwing his daggers.
Put a Seth on there. As you begin to watch, I would say a dear friend at this point, falling into the inky bloom. What would you like to do?
I have
Actually,
literally nothing.
Before that happens,
Is Pretty Boy just ignoring me? Is that what's
no.
happening? Okay.
Can you speak Elvish?
Yeah.
As he sort of moves his head down to sort of peek over to see what this mewling cat wants.
Hey.
It is a dialect that you're not used to, but you definitely recognize it as a form of Elvish. It's older than anything, than the sort of modern tongues that you're used to. And as he sort of leans over, do not worry, child. The Makeza will judge your fate. And there is a small smile before he lifts his head back up. And the bat begins to move away another 60 feet. in fact,
I've been reading too many books.
120
It's
feet.
inappropriate.
You have been reading. I know exactly what you're thinking.
Mm.
It will dash and it moves 120 feet because it's already been given its command.
Okay. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing I can do for Nim at that distance. Nim? For Zephyr at that distance.
In fact, make me... as he sort of moves his head up, he does say one more thing, which is, your friends will all be food for the Scavden. And you can see, before he lifts his head, he judges your reaction. So make me a persuasion check.
Wait. What is it? My bloody... Turn my lights off and it's dark in here. I need to turn my torch on. But what was it? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
+3. Right? Persuasion, yes. 21. Got my good dice out after rolling that 2. I threw that one in the bin. It went straight in jail. After rolling that 1, no. I went straight in jail and used a different
Okay,
dice.
that's what I needed. Now it's your turn.
Her reaction to him saying that is she will respond in Elvish. And she won't be scared, or to her own surprise, she's very chill in this situation. She will smirk and she will say back in Elvish, you underestimate them. And then she'll continue being like, so anyway, where are we going? I've got nothing that I can do. I fight you, I die. I mean, I healed your bat.
I would beg to disagree, if I'm honest.
What do you mean? Fighting and I will fall to my death.
I would beg to disagree. That there is a thing that you could try that you haven't thought of yet. And I think it's so interesting because I'm not sure if she would realize it either. So make me an insight, and this is against yourself.
Oh, lovely. Wait, what's my passive insight? Is it against
Your
that?
passive insight
Oh,
is
it's
17.
Shit.
No, this is against
Hi.
your passive deception.
Oh,
Because
which is
you're
probably
actively
worse.
trying to see if you can see through your own construction.
Is there a way that I can see my passive?
I know what it is.
Okay.
I know what it is.
And what did you say it was? A perception? No, insight.
Insight.
Oh, +7. Fuck yeah. Day 20.
Okay. There is a lot of stories, especially in recent times, about making deals with devils. And a good portion of that, as you were told, also in your intrigue towards the more scarlet-coloured ones, would be the stories of the silver tongues.
See, I thought about casting Enthrall, but I thought about it, but it's a save, and it's not a very high save.
Not the one.
No.
You have Charm Person.
But I know. Do I have Charm Person? Do I want to charm him though? I also don't think
It's
that's
up
a
to
very
you.
high save.
He doesn't need to use it to be charming.
Oh, sweetheart, yes I do. Oh, sweet baby.
Because it wouldn't roll with advantage, because usually if it was in combat with your friends, but it's not.
It's not.
You and him and his bat are a different, separate, and he's already intrigued, and he's made no other hostile action towards you. So that's all. That's the only. I like giving people options, and I wasn't sure if you remembered that.
I had considered it. I've been looking through my spell slots this entire time. I even thought about animal friendship, but I'm like, this bat. I remember this bat's fucking. I think it's smart, and it's like if it has intelligence of high. And judging by the way that it just completely fucking blanked me, I'm like, yeah, this bat's smart, and I'm not gonna risk it being too smart for me to try and charm the bat.
I would say because you're your recent path into druidhood, and that is a spot-on guess, you can have a point of inspiration.
Oh, nice.
They have an intelligence of 8.
Oh yeah, no. Fuck no.
They have their own
it's
language.
Like 4, I think. It's like
yeah.
It's like if they have an intelligence, it's higher than 4. Yeah, it fails. Okay. I just figured, considering it blanked me. It had no interest in me. I was like, yeah, no.
It's sassy.
That's a smart baby. I even healed you and you still didn't even say thanks. Rude. Talk about holding a grudge just because I'm the one that hit you. I'm the one that damaged you in the first place. Rude.
But yeah, would you like to try anything, or are you going to continue just accepting being... I know you love your romantasy books, but...
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. In this case, it's not that. I mean, it's a little... No. It's that he's very obviously said that he's intrigued by her. And he looked at her like he was intrigued by her, like he didn't know what she was. So she's now intrigued by him because she also, I don't think she's seen a drow before. Not because she's been a wood elf. She's seen wood elves. She's seen high elves. She's seen blue elves. Zephyr. But she has not seen a drow.
What is this? Calvin Harris's girls?
So she's just as intrigued by him as he is of her, and she wants to know what he wants with her. But judging by the fact that he said that someone else is going to be deciding her fate, screw it. Yeah, let's give it a go. We'll try and charm him, but I doubt. I'm willing to bet he has quite high wisdom. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, why not? Let's try and charm him. Charm person, let's do this. Whew. So wisdom save. Please roll low.
Wisdom.
Rolled a natural 20. Look at his face. Oh, it is. It is.
No,
oh no,
but it's a 19.
This is the same thing. Okay. Does he know if he's not? It doesn't say that he'll know that I've tried to charm him anywhere on the spell. It only says once it ends, they know.
Once it ends.
Yeah, so considering it didn't take effect, he wouldn't know.
How stealthy are you trying to make it? Because you make a sleight of hand if you want.
She would have, because it's just verbal. Because I think I have Warcaster. means you can perform something.
You still perform them. It just means you can do it.
Yeah, I
with
still do.
something in
Yeah,
your
with
hands.
stuff in my hands. Can she do it while she's trying? So while she's saying to him that he underestimates them, and she's like petting she's still scratching the bat's foot, and she's gonna try and make it look like that's what her hands are doing. So she's still trying to mask it as her hands petting the foot.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand with advantage.
Why do I keep turning the torch on? Sleight of hand. What is my sleight of hand? Plus 2. 19.
He rolled a 4.
Well, I mean, thanks to the advantage, I did roll a 7 at first. I still would have beaten it.
Still would have
but...
beaten him.
but I was real worried.
Yeah, you cast this spell, and he is none the like the wind rushing through everyone's ears. He is none the wiser, I don't think.
Okay. In that case, what can I do as a bonus action? Probably nothing. Yeah, not much. Excuse me. In that case, since Seth can't really do anything, for a second she's gonna stop petting the bat, and she's gonna put her hand over her holy symbol, and she's gonna say, "I don't think I ask for much. I don't think I try and do my best. I try and do what you want me to do. But the one thing I'm going to ask you to do is to not let her die." And she's talking about Zephyr.
Roll me a percentile dice. It's a D100.
I know. You think I am some kind of amateur? I am. Okay. I don't know what this means.
What did you roll?
Did I? 2 zeros.
Okay, so that's 10.
No, I mean 2 zeros and another 0. I rolled all zeros.
You rolled 100?
Is that what that is? I thought it was 0. I was like, oh, so I'm just fucked.
Are you joking me?
No,
I've only ever rolled.
Never happened.
I've only ever rolled 2
picture.
in the entire time I've been playing D&D, and I've been playing for a long time.
I'll take a picture. Hold on.
Are you joking? Because that is
No,
insane.
I'm not joking.
Oh.
I didn't even know what I thought. I'd failed. I was like 2 zeros. I'm fucked.
0.
No. 0. Nothing.
Oh my god.
I'll send it to our chat.
Does it work the same as like that 20 on other stuff?
I like the
I've never seen 100 rolled on percentile ever.
So what I was about to say is, you want because I rolled as well, and then it's if you get above whatever number I roll. Rolled a 48.
I also like the idea that you rolled 2 dice that are basically like two d10s, and you thought the answer was 0.
Yes, I did. Okay, I saw 2 zeros. I saw 3 zeros, and I was like, somehow I rolled nothing. Stop looking like that.
You broke the DM.
I was very confused. Oh no, the music came off. Oh no.
It's like
I
he's
have broken
buffering.
him. Yeah, I've broken him.
If we unlocked a new
New reaction meme.
voice voice video thing that we had before.
Oh no.
What is Persephone thinking about in this moment as she finally prays to her goddess?
Well, I mean, she stopped praying after she stopped responding to her.
I noticed.
So that's why she's saying, I don't ask for much. Because she's like, I stopped reaching out to you. But she's thinking about Mel. About Zephyr. She just wants, she's like, I can't reach her, but the Weaver's powers extend mine. They go beyond what I can do. And I just don't want her to die. And I can't save her. And that's what I meant to do. She's sort of thinking that that's her purpose, and she can't do it.
As you send out that prayer, looking down, seeing her body as it begins to fall, you feel a weight lifting off your shoulders, and for a moment you worry that
I've been
you're going
dropped.
to fall as well.
Yeah. Okay.
And for a single impossible moment, much like a spell that Zephyr can cast, everything stops. Zephyr's hair mid-movement. And looking down into the dark, you can see a thin golden thread coming from her chest.
Mm-hmm.
And you sort of move your eyes in the direction. And as you do, it switches. And you're no longer hanging over the cavern. Before you, stretching outwards, like the water on a lake at night, rippling ever so slightly as you step. Threads extend in every direction of all different colours, silver and white and grey and violet. Some are taut, some are gleaming, some are frayed and knotted, some are cut through entirely. And all you can see is Zephyr lying in this inky water in front of you, with that thread slowly beginning to fray. And as you cast that prayer and that will and that belief reinforced back into the Weaver, there is a Jurassic style pulse from beneath her that ripples all the way across this lake. And even as you're looking at it, you can see the stars reflected, almost like your own skin. And she's not there. The Weaver, you see no form of her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say on a D 100. And only because I've wanted to drop this for so long. You see a clarification in the reflection of the water. You just happen to look around, and as you glance down, it catches your eye. You see a tall, elven man clutching his chest, blood dripping from his fingers. You watch the horned devil that's tormented your dreams for so long turn and leave. And you find yourself following him. A vision of something you would never have been able to know. Him and 6 others leaving the cave, moving through the forest. And in the background, as they begin to mount their horses, you can see his is inky black, and the entire front portion, there is no hair, it's just a skull. And violet flames seem to expand from its nostrils as it sort of snorts out. As they begin to move in the background, you see a face that once again brings you nothing but trauma. There is a tall, dreadlocked, orcish man. A pendant of the weaver hanging around his neck. And you can see he's crouched low beyond the bushes, sword in hand. But as the fight breaks out between him, 2 others, 3 on 6, you watch 2 of them fall. You watch him catch a wound in his shoulder, and he keeps moving. And you know he'll be fine, because he cannot die. But it's the other figure, one that you had never quite questioned where he'd come from and why. But as the red tiefling turns to face Rogue, long spear in his hand, you see a large shadow behind him. A flash of green. Violet-stained leathers. As 2 short scimitars pierce through the tiefling's chest from behind. The blood splattering upwards and staining his braided white hair. As he wipes it off. You take in breath as you're brought back to the lake. And you can feel yourself moving away from Zephyr. And it's almost like your wish hasn't been answered. Before you see veils of silk begin to wrap around her body, and that golden thread begins to knit itself back together.
Can I do anything?
Not just yet.
Okay.
For Zephyr, because we've had this conversation and you seemed amenable to it, and the combination of the two of you in tandem working through these roles to sort of explain how this is working, you fall into the inky depths. And as you expect, in your panic, forgetting to activate that flight, you find yourself and your vision drifting away, unconscious. Persephone, what would you like to do as your vision begins to move away?
Zephyr's just in floods of tears. Having seen, obviously, reliving her father's death. The tiefling that killed him. And she had been sort of wondering if that tiefling was still alive. And that's why she was so cautious of Nim when she first met her. And knowing that Kozar is the one that killed him, she will just angry, shouting, I prayed for your help. Why are you showing me this? Why am I reliving this? And then one last thing is she's going to scream at the top of her lungs. Why won't you answer me? I have been trying. I tried to reach out to you and you continue to ignore me. Why won't you answer me? And I imagine she's not just saying that sort of like in the vision. She's saying that outside of the vision too, not knowing that Zephyr's been saved. She's seen the thread knit back together, but she doesn't know if that's because of something she's done. She just continues to question why she's being ignored and why now, showing her this vision, she now feels like she's being tormented too.
Okay. And you regain your vision aloft in the air, tears streaming down your cheeks. Nim, Callan, Keenan, all of you feel a tremble beneath your feet, as almost in tandem with almost in tandem with Persephone's vision, that pulse. You watch as all three of these drow riders peel off. You can only see the other two because one of them is lit up and they're riding together and they are fucking off. You watch the one closest. There's a even through the helm, there's a distinct posture change, and there's anxiety almost immediately. And you can see as all of this happens in the distance, you can only just see it happening. And watch as Zephyr falls into the deep cavern below. These tiny specks. Zephyr. Your eyes open in the darkness, streaked with a veined light. It's not lanterns or firelight. It's blue. Like a white, hot blue. And you can feel yourself moving, but your body seems to jerk unnaturally. And you realize you're not falling. You're being carried. You're lying on top of something. For the three remaining,
Dragon.
you will watch as this is revealed out of the darkness. Scales, each the size of a shield, glide beneath your fingers, Zephyr, as your hand
God, it's
twitches instinctively and finds purchase. They're smooth and veined with faint lines of sapphire glow that sort of pulse together, like a deep rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. And the cavern widens as the creature rises, wings unfurling as much as they can in this small space. Each beat sending ripples, drawing arcs inwards of lightning, shaping them along the curve of its body, almost like a blood line. And as you lift your head up, you can see its head turned, eyes open, vast, crystalline, faceted, cut-like gem eye, filled with like this rippling grey and blue. As the dragon banks slow and careful, angling away and up, and lands on the outcrop just in front of him. Even the force of his body, the whole cavern moves. This creature, to give you context, is considered gargantuan.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Is he mates with a gargantuan
see
giant?
The tattered remains of some form of saddle, and where you expect its back left limb to be is gone, and you can see arcing scars where the limb used to be. You are Out of initiative. Persephone,
Mm-hmm.
the request that you made did
Mhm.
not involve saving you.
Mm-mm. Nope, she wasn't trying to save herself.
And as such, we are going to leave off of you for a bit.
Mhm.
As you are carried into the gloom. For the rest of you, what would you like to do?
You said the Drow riders were fucking off. Does Keenan have time to run and try and jump on the back of the one that's closest to them?
Only because of the order of initiative, no. Because you would have to be able to jump 120 feet.
Fair.
Yeah, because the bats
That's
move
why I asked.
60 feet with their dash is 120, and they go before you do. So the only people are Nim and Callan, and even that's a bit of a stretch.
Right.
Could I try and clip the wings of one?
If you want to. If you want that to be
That's-
your thing, yeah.
How far away are they? 120 feet.
You go before they do. One of them's 25 feet away from you.
Oh. Can I do my restraining thing
Your blood
and
caster
just pull it out of the sky? Yeah.
Would you
This
put
is
it
30 feet.
onto the bat?
I think I'd like grab the bat, yeah.
I don't. We've already done so much cool shit. I don't see why not.
It's I think it's a DC 12.
Oh shit.
DC 13.
God, I want to.
How big is it actually? That's the question, because I might
Ooh,
have to
good
amplify
question.
it.
Is considered huge.
Okay, I will amplify it then. So I need to take.
Well, I consider it
1d4.
large, but it has a massive wingspan, so it's kind of like in between.
Okay, so I can bind up to a large creature without amplifying, but I need to amplify if it's any bigger. So would you say I have to amplify it?
I would say
Judging by
yeah.
the size.
Yeah, I would, because
Okay.
you want to wrap up
Yeah.
his wings as well and sort of like catch it out of flight.
Ooh, that's the first time I rolled a 1 on my damage for amplifying.
Hey, let's
ever.
go.
Hey.
Yeah.
So seeing that Keenan's like clocked it leaving, like because he's like standing in front of Callan, you're just gonna see Callan like reach over, and he's just gonna kind of like, you see like the feathers all light up, and his eyes will glow, the tattoos, and you just see these talons come down like a swooping hawk above it, like the owls take like a mouse off a field, and try and restrain the scavenger from above. Hopefully it works.
Natural 1.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Make me a. Oh god. Make me a make me a survival check, and I'd say with advantage because they are considered fey.
Uh, 19.
Jesus. I would say you have enough instinct, and you're basing it on other creatures. The way they move is very similar to this nightmarish, almost bat-like creature you once hunted in the Feywild. It might have been a similar species. And you have enough knowledge to, as it's sort of banking upwards, you catch it midair in the right way that when it falls, it lands upside down onto the outcrop as it's sort of banking round. You catch it, thuds down into the outcrop. What you notice most is as you catch it and bind it, the rider doesn't realize at first, and as it begins to fall, he's desperately moving his hands to something at his belt, and you would guess maybe he's trying to unclip himself. But as it's falling upside down, even as he gets the release, he looks up and the ground and him meet, smushed underneath this bat.
Oh my god.
And like the plume of dust.
You squished him.
He squished.
Drow
He's
soup.
squished. But yes, you have bound him.
There's-
Well, now you can't get any information out of him.
In my defense, I thought they'd fall like in tandem, but he went upside
And
down.
none of you can speak to that.
No.
I think it lasts up to a minute, right? Yeah. So I'll make my way over there and just bind it together, like with some rope or something, and just like make sure it's secure. Then I'm gonna join with the others because I kind of want to learn about these bats, but I don't want to do it right this second. I want to check that it's okay first. So,
Sure.
Seeing that very impressive feat from Callan, Keenan's gonna quip over his shoulder. Fine, you fight the bats, I'll fight the dragon.
yeah. Do we know if that thing's friendly? Because I
Nim
think we're
just
doomed
shouts
if it's not.
over. It looks like it. It has Zephyr on its back.
Yeah, but
I would
everybody
say-
loves Zephyr. They don't all love
Zephyr,
us.
you are conscious now.
I think as she would have fallen, and kind of the realization that she wasn't going to be able to do anything, like nothing was going to happen. I think her like last kind of thought before everything kind of disappeared for her, like is just kind of holding her hands to her chest, with and I was thinking this as everything was kind of happening, was like kind of having a hand over like where her necklace would be, and just saying like in like to herself like, "Mother, I'm sorry," and then
So good.
yeah, she kind of comes to and is like just kind of like a this is not how is this heaven? Am I dead? And then just sees like how much visibility does she have like looking up, in terms of like what
You actually have a very good vantage point because
yeah
this creature is so big that because you're on its back, you can like sort of look up and you can see the goblins off to one side who are visibly like pushed back against the wall, all just like looking at this creature. And you can see Nim is like, I mean, considering the size of this creature, if it stretched out a wing, she could just step onto it.
oh no, I feel like Zephyr would be like completely laid flat on it and has not moved and is like looking up and it's just like
Not
why
a lot.
is-
It's just a
Yeah.
cavern wall and then blue scales.
but she can see that and feel that, you know, stuff is moving, and she's just like,
Ah.
wait, why is everything else moving? What? Yeah, like how is this cavern moving around me? And then realizes, like, you know, the vibrations underneath her, spreads her fingers apart, feels this scale underneath her, and it's just like, oh no, what is, and she's just like, maybe if I stay very still, it won't know I'm here. And then I think at that point she kind of turns her head to the side to try and see if she can see anyone or anything, I guess. But without trying to, like, doing her best not to move. Because she is not. All she knows is at one point she was about to fall to her death, and now she is on the back of something scaly and large, and yes.
You hear in your mind.
Yeah.
It's almost like it almost sounds like a storm on the horizon, like that level of bass,
Mm-hmm.
and like that pressure change, you know, when you think, oh, it might rain.
Yeah.
There is a voice in your head. I would not be afraid, princess. I will not
Is
harm
this
your friends.
the voice in her head? Is it in like common, or is it?
It's in whatever language Zephyr talks to herself, so probably common.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the dragon speaks common. Oh, good. Will you harm me?
Of course not. I am bound to serve every member of the royal family.
She's like feeling the scales again, and she's like, "Okay, call me princess. Royal family. Are you a dragon?"
There is like a vibration. It's staccato, and there's a moment where you think something might be wrong, and there's like an earthquake before you realize that it's laughter.
It's laughing at her. Yeah. Uh,
I am. My name is Azalthrix.
and you've been down here all this time?
I was looking for something that was lost.
Did you find it?
No.
And does he sound sad when he says that in her head?
Yes.
Um,
There is a deep sorrow.
I think at that she would push herself up so that she's like sitting up, still probably feeling quite unsteady, and then kind of get into a sort of a sitting, like a cross-legged position, and then would lean forward so that her torso is like leaning over the patch of scales, and then kind of attempt to do her best to like hug this dragon. Like, obviously she's not got any purchase because this thing is huge, but she's spread her arms and is sort of laying on this dragon now and has her like cheek against the scales, and she just goes, I'm sorry. Can I help?
Perhaps.
What can I do?
I am looking for a... Perhaps it's better if I just show you. And you blink, and there is an image of a... I'm not sure what it is. It's like a massive blue stone.
Oh. Is it an... Would you describe the shape of this blue stone as ovular?
It could be egg-like, in a sense.
And Zephyr, with this image, just goes, "Where was the last time you saw it?"
When my knight hid it in these mountains. Before I lost him. And you can see that they sort of almost move, and there's definitely a distinct lean towards that missing limb.
I'll do whatever I can to help you find what you're looking for. But first, let me tell my friends that you don't mean any harm, because I don't think they know that yet.
As you're now a little bit more set up and you can see more of the form, and obviously for the rest of them they can see this as well, he is not typically as you'd perhaps picture this massive ancient lightning dragon. It's more feline in structure, his head. It's like broad in the cheekbones and then like tapers towards a very strong muzzle. It's very much like an aristocratic profile. He looks regal in a sense. And the eyes, as he's talking to you, you can see it's not completely slitted like a reptile, but in the middle it sort of widens out, circular almost. And these horns sweep back from the brow of its head, and you can see one of them is completely fractured off. But it's very much more of a Aragon style dragon.
Zephyr kind of, imagine, like, she kind of sits up a bit more, puts her hands in front of her and kind of like pushes up so she's sort of kneeling more, and like looks around to try and see, like, obviously everyone except for Persephone. She'll say like, guys, it's okay. He's a friend.
He's a friend
So
from work.
So he's not gonna eat us?
No.
Okay.
And then she's gonna think to like herself, the the bats, they took our friend. Is there any way? Do you know where they would have gone?
As you say that, this whole conversation's been in your head.
Yeah.
But as the others sort of stop shrinking away so much, its mouth opens, and you can see these massive long blades of teeth. And in common, out loud, to everyone, there is like that bass that sort of vibrates your chest almost. Well, more like your belly. Or your... Anyway. It's just... filthy creatures. And there is an anger behind it. They go
What
where
did
I
they
cannot
do?
follow.
Why can't you follow?
I am too great.
She kind of pats the dragon. She just goes, "Yeah, I see that."
Obviously meaning he's too big.
Yeah, but also he is great.
He is great.
Yeah, she's only just met
They're-
him. He's great.
Much the same as Persephone talking to the drow, there is a terminology difference.
Mhm.
Like, ironically, like some people used to use the word gay to mean happy.
Yes.
Which you still can. It's free. You can use it. It's like it's like Shakespearean level of bold language.
Mhm.
But I don't have enough improv skills to pull that off.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Do you know, like, which direction?
Yes.
Then I guess we'll have to regroup and go after her, and then she'd kind of like push up a little bit more and just be like, is there a way I can get down to my friends? She's still forgotten this girl that she can fly. Like,
You
she
watch
kind
as it sort of moves and undulates a little bit, and there is a trickle of lightning that sort of rolls over him, and for a minute you like tense, and it's like, oh, it's fine. As the tail moves and snakes downwards to let you off onto the outcrop, and then you watch his shoulder move and that wing outstretched. And this is he's got 4 legs and wings. He is a dragon. He's not a wolf.
not no, yeah.
No.
Very
And that
different.
wing sort of extends, and you watch it just keep moving and unfurl, and it just rests onto the other side of where Keenan and Callan are. Nim, are you like cranking the winch now? Is there going to be like a very like graceful thing, and then in the background it's just like...
Yeah. Like that's fully what she's doing. She's like, oh my god, okay, let's get moving.
Because this conversation takes, I don't know, maybe a minute. So there's you just slowly moving in the background. I would say you're there already by the time that the conversation is ended. I just like the idea of this very like graceful, beautiful scene, and then in the background there's just like a jingling chains, and Nim's like,
Yeah. She's literally just there like, well, Gotta finish the job I started and just like
Yeah,
start
exactly.
the thing. Like,
Can I go
She
over
will-
to where? Oh, good.
I was just gonna say she will kind of like look over to where the others are and just be like, "You all good down there?" As she's like shuffling goblins onto this fucking platform thing.
Yeah, you watch as Elthrix moves. Like one of the goblins is a little bit closer to the tail, is like, and just like moves back and then like around it, steps around onto the platform. And as you put the last one on and you go to sort of like look around if there's any more, you turn and the platform's already moving away, and like the goblins are just, they're not even looking back, they're just moving the winch, and you can see they're already moving away.
Amazing.
I like to think Keenan waves like mid digging through drow soup.
Yeah, I feel like Zephyr would kind of do make introductions.
Mhm.
Yeah. You say his name was Aelthrix? Aelthrix. She'd be like, guys, so this is a dragon. His name is Aelthrix. He called me a princess. Said he's here to serve the royal family. Still getting used to that. And yeah, so Aelthrix, these are my friends. And she like kind of points to like everybody, including the goblins. She includes them in friends. And she's like, he's not gonna hurt you guys. Like aiming that comment directly at the goblins, because I feel like she would have, if she tells everybody else that the dragon's fine, they'll believe her, but she evidently the goblins have more to fear. Yeah. He does not like the bats. Even more reason to trust him. And he knows where the direction they would have gone in, but he can't go because he's, and she doesn't say too big, but she kind of like moves her hands like apart. Kind of, yeah.
Well, I might have an idea to help out with that. Remember the trick I did with the tuning fork thing before? Maybe I could try that again.
Yeah. Is it safe?
As this conversation is going on, do any of you say blue stone?
I was
No.
skirting around it because that's kind of what I was aiming to look for.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
She has not mentioned anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. But, and then she looks at Aelthrix and she'll say, we need to find our friend, but the moment we get her back, we'll help you find what you're looking for.
Sort of bows his head ever so slightly. Keenan, do you want to make an investigation check?
Absolutely.
As you're all having this conversation, there's like a soft tinkling in the background as Keenan is sort of rifling through the mangled
18.
corpse. You find some leather armor of Harkar Sul, which I will type in the chat.
Is that the cool looking black armor?
Yeah, it's normal studded leather armor, but like it's not magical or anything, but it is in the style. You find 6 poison arrows, because the rest are broken. 35 gold. You can see that they're like a mix of mints, so maybe you think maybe they recovered a lot of this, and some of them are really old. You find a pot of what seems to be violet paste of some kind. And as you're sort of moving it around your hands, you notice it's really dark purple. It might do something, but you'd have to figure out what that is. And some lockpicks. Not that you need any more, but...
Was handy. Yeah, he'll hold on to the armor, hand over the poison arrows to Callan. And I think you'll make good use of these. And then when we get a moment, we'll do identify on the paste.
You do notice as you're sort of sifting through this that the bat, its body sort of moves up and down ever so slightly. You think that in the fall, it's probably unconscious, but it's not being bound anymore.
Yeah, I was going to move over to actually secure it. That was my plan.
Cool.
After
Yeah, you are busy, like,
Mhm.
as to make it cohesive, as Keenan's sort of like noticing that, you then see like a vast piece of rope being chucked over from the other side, and then like Callan strolls around and begins like joining them up and tying.
I'd like shout out, like, just to see if my new tinker friends are around, just like out loud, just like, any chance you got a cage I could borrow?
There is no one. There is not a goblin in sight.
Fair.
Actually, that's
yeah,
a
I've got-
lie. But you can't see him.
Okay. In that case, is my defender in range of me at the minute, or is it still?
If you
if
want
it's
it to
at the
be,
wench?
sure.
Yeah. I'll give it a command to basically like keep it secured here. So if it tries to escape, like grapple it to the ground and everything like that.
Cool.
And then I'll meet up with the others. But I will be wanting to look into the poison on the arrows at some point. We can do that after the
Okay.
session. If you
Nim kind of asks Keenan, do you see any like antidote for this poison in there?
Couldn't find any. And to be honest, I was looking for anything we could make use of, and I know it's a long shot, but a map to where they live. But we'll have to use this thing, and he thumbs the bat to maybe find that out.
Nim, you have
Okay.
5 points of lay on hands.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Nim immediately just goes, okay, and then uses her lay on hands. She was wanting to save it in case finding Persephone meant many people dying again, but she's going to use it to prevent herself from dying.
Okay. What else?
Can I attempt to do the tuning fork thing? Or is it, can I not amplify it like I did before at the altar?
No, you would have to go back up, redo the rituals, try and see if you can mark out the same symbols, and it has to be at that thing.
Oh, okay, so you can't just use the fork on the ground in general. Okay.
Yeah, do you think we could use that to like, because Persephone's magic-y, do you think we could use the fancy tuning fork to find her?
Possibly. It doesn't let me narrow down exactly on what. I kind of just get like similar to how when we try and see if stuff's around us, it kind of just pings me that there's things in general directions. So it wouldn't necessarily be able to tell it's her, I don't think.
As
But
you
I could try.
guys are all talking about this, who's the one? Actually, yeah, let's make it both of because you are the ones that are talking most about it. Callan and Nim, can you make some insight checks for me?
Nim's current idea is to check for like infernal things since
That is
she
a 5. I see netting.
I do not have a great insight. That is
That
also
roll?
a 5. My god.
Twinsies!
You guys are never gonna find me. Goddamn.
The way you perform that ritual was in a state of great arcane infusion. You would need other mages to help you. You essentially, what you did, Ben, Callan, was hijack their ritual because they never finished it. So you were just like, I'm gonna jump in. So you wouldn't be able to. You would not be able to redo that. I was gonna say something else, but you didn't.
Right. In that case, I might have another idea, but I'm not sure Aelthrix is gonna like it.
Hey man, whatever you want to
do. My plan was to basically get the Scaverin, like study it for a bit, and then we can follow it back to where they are, because I assume
That
it
was
works
also
like a carrot
Keenan's
picking.
plan. So Keenan is on board with this.
As long as he doesn't eat it as soon as we let it go, then that's all
I mean,
good.
yeah. Unfortunately, the person who can give you some information on that is not here.
Yeah.
So logic.
Is that me?
Yeah, that might work. That is you. Yeah.
Sorry. The one person that can communicate with them has been taken.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that, but also, there's some stuff
I know about them.
that you know about them. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I think I probably just go up and actually like properly introduce myself to Aelthrix and just kind of do the whole kneel down like knightly thing and just it's an honor to meet someone like you.
You notice that as they move their heads sort of in front of you, it is huge. And as you sort of kneel, there's almost like a snort. And like the wind that blows through you, like some of the dust off of the outcrop, just like he seems to sort of scoff at you almost.
I figured he would. Well, it's a change not to be the only hunter in the pack for a change. I'm sure you'll do how well.
This one smells odd.
Odd how?
Rude.
You see it like moves his head and his eyes narrow. He is not from this plane.
Is he saying that out loud or in Zef's head?
Out loud.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a dream walker. I'm kind of like between here and the plane of dreams. Nightmares are my thing. Well, killing nightmares, not actually partaking in nightmares.
You watch a deep rumble, and Zeph, you're the first one to feel it. The hairs on your arms begin to rise up. His lips peel back, and the teeth sort of, as his maw opens, Callan, you're just staring, and you can see down its throat, and this like beginning of sparks of electricity are forming.
Oh shit.
Been an honor. He kind of looks up and
Like Dragon Ball Z style.
Yeah. Like recognizing the sort of like beginning of malice, he's just gonna try and think of if there would be a reason why, like thinking back to like what he can remember of his past.
I wouldn't say it's so much your past you need to remember, but something you've seen quite recently.
Oh.
Zephyr's
Feel free to give me a
gonna
hint,
like
'cause my memory's terrible.
as that happens, Zephyr's just gonna kind of step more in the way, and just be like, and just in her head think like, remember what you said about not hurting my friends.
You watch
Nim-
as the moor begins to close, and there's like there's almost like another like spurt of air. As it just, you feel that sort of grumble.
Keenan steps
Nim-
out of the way, away from Callan, but also calls out and says, if what's worrying you, if he's like evil and has an otter thing that comes out of him, he doesn't. It's an owl thing. Completely different people.
Yeah, Nim was about to say he's nothing like Breckle.
I didn't want to name drop him in case that made it more bad. I did think about it.
There is like a ripple, almost like hackles on a cat. There's a ripple of scales that lift upwards almost as soon as you say that name.
He's no friend to me either.
Both
Just to
are
make that
equally
clear.
edible.
Hey, I know I look tasty, but like, I am kind of helpful sometimes.
That was
For
very
instance,
arrogant. I'm so tasty.
I-
I'm a snack.
And he's just gonna kind of look over at the saddle, even though it's like mahusive, and he's just like, I could maybe help repair that, if that would help ease our introduction. He's gonna be like holding his hands up, just like as like submissive style, like because he knows he ain't got a chance.
It would be a fruitless endeavor. I
How's
have
that?
no rider.
Yes. Wait. Do we know about the whole he serves the royal family thing? Did you actually say that to us, or was that just internal?
Zephyr said that at the start when she said he called me a princess and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure that was out loud, that I wasn't overlapping. Well, you're bound to her royal family, right? Could she not be your bride?
Maybe he wants the saddle removed, Callan.
I'm just throwing it out there. It seems like a bond that you'd have with. I don't want to say this. This is going to sound very bad, but don't take this the wrong way. But it seems like a very similar bond that a knight has with their steed. It's like an honor thing. Like you have the connection, and it looks like you need that again. Not saying you're reduced to a steed. I'm just saying it looks like you're missing the connection that you used to have.
You see its
Would it
eyes
not be
flick
good to...
up. I am the knight in that context.
I figured it probably would be that case.
It
I
is
couldn't
not-
think of a better way to describe it.
It is not as simple as that.
Zephyr in her head goes, sometimes he doesn't know when to stop talking.
So true.
I am too old and far too maimed to serve as a knight again. My rider would have to be someone of equal maturity.
Well, that rules me out.
I think it rules most of us out, Keenan.
Zephyr, do you want to roll an insight for me?
Yes.
I know we're doing a lot of rolls, but I like letting the dice
Oh.
decide.
I like it. Yeah, I let a roll end with me falling from a giant bat, so.
And meeting a dragon.
So, insight. Insight. How insightful are you? Barely. That's a 19.
Woo-wee. As you're sort of taking in the information, one thing you understand is maybe the knights and their riders not always grow up together, but they have to be of similar mindset and emotional and physical maturity.
Mm-hmm.
But the more you think about it, the more it conflicts with one thing. Well, some information. You are sure your mother said that she had ridden. And she was alive the same time his rider was.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know that she's alive.
Oh.
Like, there's just something about the way he says it. Like, there can't be anyone of the
Mm-hmm.
same. So they'd have to be of the same sort of. Not blood, but they have to come from your kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And your people. That's what I meant. They have to come
Yeah.
from your people, and they have to be of the roughly the same maturity. But your mum is old.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know. And that's sort of, as you're thinking it, it's like, whoa, fuck.
Zeph is like, okay, but like, how mature is mature enough? Like, uh, you're the first dragon we've ever met, so, forgive me, but I don't know how to tell how old a dragon is.
I am no simple dragon.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you were.
And you can see it sort of like very snootily. I am a Skywright Tempest. My rider would have to have been alive during the Elemental War.
So, and she kind of looks around at like the others as she says this, and like, so someone like my mother.
If only the grace of Zephyrix himself would allow such a thing.
Why wouldn't he allow it?
Because she has passed beyond the veil.
No, she's alive.
There is like a distinct, like head cock, like almost like when you see an animal, just like a distinct head cock.
You know how he put that image of the blue rock
Mm-hmm.
in her head.
Mm-hmm.
She tries to do the same back to him, but with like memories of her mother from the last few days.
Make me an Arcana check.
A 17.
I would say because they've already opened up that line of communication, you are able to do it. It's not normally a thing, and you can feel the circlet on your head grow hot as you're like focusing, and yeah, it begins to form a picture in his mind, and there is a ripple of lightning that moves over his form, and his tail begins to move ever so slightly, and you watch as the end of it is raised in the air and sort of flicks to the other side.
Is he wagging?
Almost, but not like a dog. It's more just like
No.
like a little flick of the tail.
Oh.
Where is she?
And she points like up. She's in the Dwarven city.
Another place I cannot go.
What if I bring her down here?
You would do this?
Yeah.
I would like that very much.
Were you the one who brought her away from him?
It was my honor to betray, as you say, that sly fuck. Yes.
I think Zephyr would like cough, like choke on her own saliva at the use of the word sly fuck.
Hey, look, mind melding is a two-way street.
Zephyr's just like, I've never said sly fuck in my life.
You might have thought it.
She's definitely thought it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Would Zephyr say such things? No, but thinking it, yeah. And then, and then she kind of looks around, because obviously, there's like parts of this conversations that happened in her brain, and part of it it's not. And she kind of looks around and just goes, we can talk telepathically. And then she looks at him and goes, can you talk to them telepathically?
He sort of like shakes his head.
Oh my god, that is so cool, Zeph. That is. Does that mean you can talk to us telepathically? Or is it just the dragon?
I mean, technically she can, because she has the message catcher.
Yeah. I don't think that it's the same thing.
Okay. Well, it's still very cool.
I'm fairly capable of articulating out loud, if that helps.
You have been, so I think they know that. I was just making sure they know that. It's probably just very confusing if I hadn't said that.
I hit half guessed because Kellen does that thing sometimes where he looks like he's talking to himself.
And sometimes he does just talk to himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier that way sometimes, I'll be honest. I'm not exactly the best at introducing or talking to people, as you can see. And he's like looking up at Elthrix as he says that.
But yes, and then she, I guess, looks at everyone else and goes, okay, first step, we go get Persephone. Second step, we work out what to do after we save Persephone.
I think your mom would love to meet Zephyrix.
That is not his name.
Is it? Not?
Zephyrix is the god.
Our Lord Zephyrix is
Elfrix.
Elthrix.
Elfrix.
And what is your name?
Sorry.
Tiny elf man.
I'm nobody important. I'm just Keenan.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
That's not what you normally say, Keenan.
Why was I expecting him to be like, "Hello, just Keenan"?
I was so tempted to just nudge him in the back and just go, "See, keeping it quiet now that I fucked up."
Wisdom saving throw of 14. It's a freaking dragon, people.
True.
Also, Keenan is flashing back to people seeing Steph coming out of his room with him being half naked. And it's like, uh-oh, meet the parents time.
It is quite funny that that is what he's thinking about, as you feel like a sharp stab in your mind. And then, like, Aelthric's head tilts the other way again. I did not realize he was your consort, princess.
Oh my god.
But I would think the High Lord of the Silver Queen would know better.
He's Zephyr once again is going to choke on air. No, that is not. He is not.
No,
we are not.
we haven't ever.
He's a married man. To
He
not
is.
Zephyr.
To my friend, the one that is gone.
I hate you guys.
For above table, Keenan, he was detecting your thoughts and
Yeah,
probing
that's
your
fine.
mind.
God.
Only because you are aware when it happens successfully. So as you were sort of like picturing that in your head, he saw it. But yeah. We, as you mentioned Persephone, we pan over a few hours later.
Oh no.
You hours
Zeph's dead.
later.
The slumber from which you wake is groggy and dulled, and your head is filled with cotton and...
Does this count as a short rest?
No.
Damn it.
No, it counts as a long one.
No, you were pierced as you were being carried. And as to answer your question, Kalinthar, as you will look into it regardless, the poison on the tip of those arrows comes from the venom of a Scavrian.
Nice. Lucky me.
And
I'm
if
a
you are
lucky duck.
poisoned for too long, you will fall unconscious.
Woohoo!
And as you sort of come awake, Persephone, it's not nice. It's not even... It's worse than comparable to that vision. In terms of the waking up is slow. and slurred. And you find yourself in a looking around, like white and lilac silk drapes down above you. And you look around and realize that you are lying in a 4-poster bed.
Oh, lush.
No.
Who's the princess now? No, I'm kidding.
The entire floor is covered in this shimmering like black crystal, and the walls are this beautiful grey stone. The door, heavy steel, is shut. It doesn't take much as you sort of come to consciousness to probably assume that it's locked.
Mhm.
You could always try. And there is a almost similar to Lady Kasvira's room, there is a balcony sort of looking out, and you can feel the rush of warm air that sort of moves the silks above you. What would you like to do?
Check out the balcony. She will climb out of the bed.
Mhm.
And she'll sort of be really hesitant in sort of putting her feet down at first. She'll tread really lightly. Trying to be quiet in case anybody's listening.
Cool. The first thing you
Um,
notice is that you are not wearing shoes. Or your
Okay.
coat, or your bracer,
Okay.
or your symbol.
Oh, they've taken off my holy symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll still do the same thing. She'll go and look.
You sort of bare feet
Oh,
pad
the
across
bacon.
the stone floor.
Yeah, sort of like on her tiptoes to try and be as quiet as possible.
As you do, a violet outline of your feet step across the stone, like footsteps following you. And you come to the balcony and you look across, and it is just a cavernous depth that falls away. It's just very reminiscent of what you've just been through. As you sort of look down, you look off to one side, and there is like a set of towers off to the right. And as you're looking, you watch as this shape sort of glides in and lands before moving inside one of the holes. And you realize maybe this is like a roost. As you look across, you can see 2 guards with long, beautiful, pointed glaives march across.
Okay, she'll turn back into the room and be like, well, that's not helpful at all. She'll turn back inside. Is there anything else in the room? Is there like any like chests or?
There is a
Okay.
chair, a bookcase, some candles, and what, as you're sort of casting your eyes around, what catches you is that the sconces, the fire is blue. As you're like looking across.
Are there any other sort of sconces that aren't lit?
Nope.
Okay. She's going to probably do something stupid. You said there's like some candles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
am I wearing any of my clothes? Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
say that, like, am I wearing my jacket because it has pockets, or am I just wearing the dress that I had underneath?
Wearing the dress.
Okay.
They've taken the coat off of you and the braces. Any form of weaponry or armor, and your holy symbol.
But there are candles.
There are candles.
She's going to pick up some of the candles. What books are on the shelf? If she goes and looks over at them, is there anything?
I was just sort of looking over them. A lot of like, it surprises you, but it's a lot of very elvish, like very elvish cultured books. There's some fiction, would appear to be very old tales. There's some histories. The one that stands out to you is a like dark violet leather tome, and as you sort of like move your hand along the spine, it has like leathered wings engraved in gold. But
she's gonna be weird. She's gonna take. Are they like candlesticks?
they're like sticks of a candle.
Like the thin ones?
Yeah.
Or I like thick ones.
Yeah.
She's gonna take like a handful, or as many as she can get in like her hand, and she's gonna shove them down her top.
Oh my god.
Just because she doesn't have hands. She doesn't have pockets. She wants
Okay.
like to carry them, and being a druid, she can light a candle at will with druidcraft.
Okay.
So she's like, in case I need to, set some shit on fire. And then she's going to, yeah, well, she doesn't know what to do. And then she's going to grab the book. And she's going to literally pick it up, see if anything happens.
Nothing happens.
Okay, and then she's just going to open it up, since it was sort of standing out to her. She just wants to quickly glaze. She'll just quickly glaze over it just to see if there's anything sort of that stands out, anything relevant about where she is. Because obviously they don't know anything about what she is, so she assumes that it's about this place more than it is about her, considering they were curious about her.
Yeah, it appears to be things you already sort of know. It appears to be some form of scripture. It's like it's titled The Canticles of Descent. It's in very, very high elvish, like very high elvish. And it's essentially divided into 3 sections. There's one about the what's known as the Great Rider of the Night. There's one about the deep and the dark temptress. And there's one section that's more references to the unwritten rules, the balance between he who devours and the temptress. It's basically a clergy book. It's like a Bible.
Probably shouldn't rip any pages out of that then. She will, forgetting that she's not wearing her symbol, she'll instinctively reach for it and then find her skin and sort of dig her nails into her skin for a second, but fuck. And then she'll put the book down, grab a different one, And rip some of the pages out.
Yeah, just easy to do.
Yep. Yeah, and then she's going to pop those down her top too. And then she'll... Oh, I'm very tempted to just start a fire just to see what happens. Are you guys gonna come in and save me? No, then she'll knock on the door. She's like, it's gonna be locked. There's no point. I'm clearly not being murdered. She'll just rap gently on the door.
It immediately opens. And it opens inwards, so you have to like step back as you realize.
Yep,
You hear
instantly.
the chung chung, and it like opens almost instantly. And stepping forwards, there's a moment where you think it might be the one who snatched you up.
Mm-hmm.
But then you sort of like look up and you can see more of a curvature to them. They're a little bit more slight. The ears are almost slightly... they're not quite as long and they're slightly more curved. And the more you look, as you're like quickly looking up, you realize that it's a woman. It's a female drow. Helm on, sort of long braided hair in one long ponytail at the back. You can see that there is a it's not quite it's a falchion. It's not quite as curved as a scimitar is on her back. And then there's a set of long daggers strapped to each leg as she's sort of standing there, expectantly seeing what you want.
Seth was doing the same thing, being like, just waiting. And then when she says nothing, she'll be like, well, do you want to tell me what's going on? Or are you going to make me sit in there in silence, awkwardly stripped of all of my belongings?
You see there's like a moment where she's... Do you say in Elvish or Common?
Elvish.
There's a moment where you see her eyes narrow as she's like processing what you're saying. And there's like a soft smile. She just leans forward and begins to close the door.
Can Seth put her foot in the way before it closes?
Absolutely, yeah. Just stop.
And then, she, even though she should not be threatening people right now. Her voice is going to get a little bit more serious. And she goes, I don't think you understand that silence wasn't an acceptable answer there. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Why I'm here? Or are you going to bring someone who can?
You see she like tilts her head and lifts up the helm and puts it to her side. And as she does, she steps forward and she's looking down at you ever so slightly. And as that happens and you look up, you can see that speckled, almost like freckles across her face, are tiny, beautiful silver stars.
Steph's gonna hate it. She's gonna smile. She's gonna instantly smile because she's like, and she's gonna look down at sort of her hands and be like, do you have them elsewhere?
She like shakes her head.
What are you?
I was going to ask the same thing.
And
But
if I knew, I'd tell you. I'm not known
that
for
is
keeping
for,
secrets.
the Makeza to decide.
Is this a person? Like you? Like me?
The Makeza is our leader. She divines the will of he who devours.
So she's deciding my fate.
She is simply intrigued.
Am I going to see her at some point? Let
There's
me
like a
make it
soft
clear.
smile.
I am not here to. I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to argue. I am quite clearly just as intrigued by you as you are of me.
She reaches up to like where the door opens. There's a sconce as like that's lit, and she reaches up, and you watch as a gloved hand sort of like takes some of this like purple coal and lifts it down, and it is a light in her hand, and she's sort of like moving and fidgeting with it, and sort of looks into the flames a little bit. In good time.
But she doesn't say. Oh, okay.
In good time.
Seth is gonna look at the flames. I don't know if it's like a special kind of one, but can I use Druidcraft to put it out?
You can try.
Because I can snuff out a small like flame, I believe, of like a candle, a torch, or a small campfire.
Mm-hmm. As you move your hand to sort of like sassily switch it off.
Oh, she wouldn't do it sassily. She would just be trying to do it to see if she could put it out.
There's an
What she would
inherent
have
sassiness to Persephone.
What she would have done is she would have put her hand sort of over top. So like
Mhm.
where she's holding it, sort of the coals in her hand and moving the fire around. Steph would have just sort of, almost as if she was trying to feel the heat. And she would put her hand over the top, like almost dancing in the top of the flames. And she would have tried to put it out.
Nothing happens.
She's just more intrigued and she just goes, huh. She just keeps her fingers sort of dancing in the flames.
Your
And then-
tricks of the land do not work here. And she sort of
Oh,
throws
cool.
it onto the floor.
I wouldn't call them tricks. I don't use them to trick people or to deceive.
Yes, but your god does. And she closes the door. And there's a
Okay.
as it locks.
How troublesome do I want to make things? Can I try and light one of the candles? Will it light?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there any gaps underneath the door, around the door?
Yeah, there's a little gap under the door. Yeah.
But my sleep didn't count as a rest.
Not at the moment, no. It was being unconscious. It wasn't really a sleep.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a rest.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna like turn into a worm. Wiggle underneath. Okay.
You can make an insight or a...
Do I know anything about the one
you
who
can try.
devours?
Yeah,
I think I'm good with
he is
history.
the soul devourer. He is known as the king of nightmares.
Oh, wonderful! Lucky me, I'm in such a nice place.
King of Nightmares sounds someone that
Technically
Send in a
would like.
Dreamweaver.
my version of the Joker.
I do believe
Yeah.
his name is... I want to say Volmathar? Am I right? Yeah, Volmathar. So yeah, you are a cleric, technically. You are a cleric of the Weaver. You know, there was, long ago in the ancient days, when the Trinity first began to procreate, for one, and ascend mortals, and also some other entities began to gather enough belief and energy and power to form their own domains, and they become, or they were simply manifested out of the aspects of mortals because of that belief. Amongst some of them, there were some who never agreed to the Trinity and the Lesser Pantheon retreating their full influence over the world. Those gods became known as the Dread Pact. And those gods, they evil. They the evil ones. Amongst whom there is like the Deceiver, the Hex Maiden, the Lord of Torment, the Soul Devourer, the Temptress, and some others.
Okay.
And a big one part of the reveal, which I think people sort of got but didn't quite connect it, is a sigil for the Soul Devourer, is a giant open maw of teeth.
With the teeth.
Oh, fuck.
I think she got it.
She had it on her. She had...
There was a group also with that word that tried to fuck you guys over.
The guys who attacked us in Cardinal that pretend to be the guard. Was it them?
No, that was the Shattered Storm. But no, the vampires.
Yeah, the vampires. It was on in
the maw.
sanctum.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the
In
mouth
sanctum,
was.
the mouth.
Yeah.
It was above one of the doors, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere.
Is that
Point
what
of
was in
inspiration
the...
for Nim if she hasn't used it
the
already.
mouth, is that what was... Does it sort of ring familiar as to what I saw in the crystal? In the with Lutharan, you know, in the
Oh, yeah.
obsidian shard.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I had that on me in my bag that
No.
they've taken.
Shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, I had it on me.
Interesting.
She told me not to let it go.
God damn it.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
As she sort of realizes this,
That's so juicy. Oh, sorry. I couldn't keep it in.
as she realizes this, she's going to get fucking angry. Because she's worked so hard to try and keep this from people. She kept it from someone she cared about. She lied to her friends. And all of a sudden, just in a burst of anger, the candles that she didn't pick up all just light. All of them set alight.
As you, in that rage, throw that magic out, doesn't light. There is something very particular about what she said as she was looking at that coal.
Yeah, your earth magic does not work yet.
Your land tricks does not
Your
work.
land tricks. But she lit the candle in her hand earlier. After you said that.
I thought you meant just literally light the candle using the flame. But
because she doesn't
above
have anything to
table-
light it with.
well, there's sconces. Above table, there is an anti-magic field in this room. Because they
She
know
would've
that
figured
you're a
that out.
druid.
Okay.
And they don't want you to wild shape. So they knew that you are a follower of the Weaver, so they took away your holy symbol. And they knew that you were a druid, so they have stopped you from wild. They're essentially doing as much as they can to contain you.
To conceal me, yeah.
Yeah.
Does it cover the balcony? If she goes out and tries to do it on the balcony? Okay, in that case, she's going to take a sconce off the wall. She's going to take their Bible and she's going to set it on fire out of anger and pettiness.
And that is where we are going to leave our session with. Don't worry, there is lots of fun things to come. Obviously, not going to keep you in that room forever. As we sort of pan away through the balcony out to see something that we will see next time. Sort of the ashen paper of the Bible sort of drifting into the air in this like blue flame as it's like lifted into the air. As that's happening, there is a soft, almost golden glow for a moment that pulses at your chest. But we will find out what that is next time on the Stormcaller's Fury. But until then, this has been my Wyrdcast. Thank you very much. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Guys.
Bye.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. My eternal malady. Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady. Why do roses bloom in spring, only to wither and die? You were all that was good in me. Now back to darkness go I. Take with you my sanity, better madness than the pain of my want. All my effort is vanity, and I hear the ravens taunt. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty as I. Now you've passed me by. A blessing, no, a malady.